Here we go. How'd you lose your virginity?
How did you guys lose your virginity?
I was actually a bet between a lot of guys, and he took my virginity, and I had no idea.
What are your names?
Lana, Mahina, Taylor,
Holly,
Brianna,
Key,
Martina,
Morgan,
Kate, Jess, Spencer,
Amara,
Kyla,
Bria,
Senya,
Elisa,
Daniela,
Angela,
Sophia,
Nina,
Victoria,
Rose,
Haley,
Sabrina.
I thought you were gonna say some more. Okay. How did you lose your virginity?
What the hell?
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh.
No, I'm out.
I hate that.
Ooh, Mom, if you're watching this, don't listen.
Okay, so I was actually in 8th grade on my dad's front lawn.
8th grade?
Yeah, it was pretty.
Bro, this is what you have to contend with for marriage. It starts in 8th grade.
Bruh.
Oh my Lord.
I f***ed a guy in a bunk bed.
Top or bottom? He had the bottom.
How did you guys lose your virginity?
To my high school boyfriend, I was 15, and it was on his fire truck sheets.
We were in high school, it was prom night.
high school boyfriend. We were so in love and we didn't have a private spot to be in. Maybe the woods.
Hold up.
You said maybe what?
Woods,
In the woods?
yes.
I just got to college and I was like really excited to lose it. I just gave it up like low-key to the first person that would. And I stole his weed.
Okay, so this is actually quite normal in college. If they were especially conservative or had very conservative parents in high school, the moment they can get away from, being under their thumb, bro, it is a party. Yeah, the mentality in college is insane. It's explore, queen, experience the rainbow, find yourself. AK, rack them up, dude. The carousel spins in hyperspeed in college. She's literally, this one said to the first person that would, and then jacked his weed apparently. So her dealer, she, talk about the bad boy trope. She lost it to her dealer. Come on, man. Can it get more cringe? You can read them like a book, dude.
Like Loki had a trap house. I stole like 2 jars. As I exited, I tripped and the glass broke beneath me. And so I stuffed all the weed in my shirt and then I ran home.
That's cold-blooded.
So I didn't lose my virginity until after high school. It was in like a football locker room.
This was locker room talk.
Chat, how many guys do you think were in that locker room with her? The answer is not just one.
How did you lose your virginity?
In a car. I was probably like 16.
Back of a car. I was dating the guy though.
How old were you?
17?
I was in the backseat of my car that I still have that's about to break down. It sucked. It was kind of scary.
My bad.
In a car in a parking lot to like a high school footballer.
How did y'all lose your virginity?
Have not yet.
You're an actual virgin?
23 and counting.
What are you waiting for?
No one. Literally anyone.
Everything I do is voluntarily, please.
In my mom's basement. I was going to my freshman year of high school. He was my boyfriend for like 5 years, but he's a loser now. Oh.
Personally, I will let that slide.
I had just turned 16. Dude came over after high school. Started with a little finger thing, and he's like, "You want me to stick it in?" I'm like, "You know what? Go ahead."
Yeah, baby.
I was ready. It was kind of gruesome. I bled a lot.
Way too much information.
Oh my God, please. Do people have no shame anymore? What is happening?
I don't know. What? I think I was like in high school.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
I quit.
I can't say that I remember.
There's a second person. What the fuck do y'all mean by that? So you don't remember who you like?
Well, okay. Well, don't play my friend.
You played yourself.
I do, but I also it was a whole thing where it didn't.
Get her right.
It's personal. I'm still a virgin.
Yeah, you're capping.
I'm not.
You wouldn't have said, "Oh, it's personal." Like, I met a lot of liars in my life.
Give me a break.
I was 19, almost 20.
And how'd you meet him?
Tinder.
On the night of my high school graduation, so I was 18 years old. He's a piece of shit. And it was also really bad. He did not do a good job. He was too excited about it, so it was short and sweet.
How short? What are we talking?
I
I'd say like 1 minute.
Hey, I'm not like that, you know.
I was actually dating like my high school boyfriend at the time. It was fine for me. I was in love with the person who it happened, so I was like chilling.
Is he a virgin?
Yeah.
Aw, that's sweet.
I was actually a bet between a lot of guys. Mine's really tragic. I liked him, and he didn't like me. I was just a bet. $50.
$50? I wonder what he spent his money on.
Tell him to bring me my money.
And
Oh my god. Oh,
he recorded me and sent it to his friends. Put on his flashlight, was pretending to like look for something, and I was stupid. I had no idea, and then later I heard everyone saying like, "We saw you."
City boy!
I was in
Wow. Talk about playing with fire. Holy hell. Don't ever do anything like that. You know about retroactive consent. Yeah, that's insane. She just has to feel some type of ways, and it's city boys in prison with a guy named Big Tiny making you his bitch. Don't. She got played, dude, but in the world we live in, don't ever do that. Please, I don't want to hear stories.
Italy, actually. Random man, I was studying abroad.
It was this guy.
Oh my God. Hey, the ones that study abroad, avoid them like the plague. Those are the ones that have had the most experiences. There's absolutely no restraint on it because, quote, you're abroad. So you can do your dirt and become the town bicycle. And then you go back to your city and it's as if you're starting a fresh new life. You got no history there. Nobody knows you. Nobody can, vouch that you are a street queen. Nothing, bro. You come through in a new city, brand new born again virgin. Nobody in your town, the guy is none the wiser. He thinks he's marrying the sweetest girl ever. But if you take that chick back to the town in Italy that she was studying abroad, half the guys are going to sneer and laugh at your ass. It is brutal. And they love foreign guys. Anything deemed exotic.
From Spain. He was really hot. I kind of just led up to it. It was great, and he carried me.
What do you mean he carried you?
Like all the way to my apartment.
Beta!
In my dorm room, freshman year of college.
How'd you meet this guy? What happened?
No, he was actually...
You go first.
I was like 17 and a half. He didn't even know.
He probably knew.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he knew.
No, he didn't.
Was he a virgin?
No.
Yeah, he knew. Okay, what about you?
I lost mine in this person's sister's apartment.
So my boyfriend at the time had a boat that was docked at the marina in San Diego. So we went there and we opened the portholes because it was getting a little too hot. And there was a wedding going on at the ballroom at the marina. And as I lost my virginity, the band started playing Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
You're lying.
I'm not even capping.
On God.
On God. On Bible.
How did y'all lose your virginity?
No.
Man, you corny!
It was with my best friend's brother. I had a crush on him. It was in the grandma's bed.
We were both virgins.
What?
Happened in my parents' basement. It was super awkward. Lasted like 2 seconds. Not enjoyable at all.
I was like quadding with my boyfriend at the time. We just had sex in the woods.
In the woods?
Yeah.
You being dead ass?
I swear.
How old were you?
17, I think.
I mean, it was a high school boyfriend. It was right outside the police station.
What?
I lost it to my second boyfriend at a summer camp. Summer camp at Stanford.
How did y'all lose your virginity?
Freshman year of college. It was a random hookup like at a party. It was actually here at Water Bar. We went home together and then the rest is history. I was in my 20s.
It was on a twin bed. It was terrible.
That nigga with a twin bed?
I was 18. I was in high school.
22 and a half. I'm 25 now, so I lost it 2.5 years ago.
Late bloomer.
He pulled me. I trusted him, and 3 months later, he got it. We were in his room. We started making out. Shit gets crazy. He's like, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yeah." All I remember was we were in an apartment.
That was as far as wholesome goes, that's as wholesome as it gets, dude. 3 months. That's as wholesome as you're getting today. It is what it is. And then, what's the story afterwards? You need to have a follow-up. After you lose your virginity, what was your sex life like? How was your hoe phase?
How old were you?
I was 19. I dated girls up until I was 19. It wasn't enough to get me to be like, I want to date a man. But you men, not enough credit.
Thank you.
I was 20 in college. It was my first boyfriend. It was my birthday, and he bought tequila, so he knew what he was doing.
I was just 16 in my first relationship. It happened. It didn't really happen though.
What does that mean?
What?
He tried to put it in, it went in, whatever, and then it just didn't happen.
I lost mine in the apartments across the street from my college to this guy. We had tried a few times, didn't work for some reason, and then one day it finally just worked.
What do you mean it didn't work? Was it just like error? Or...
Your cards declined! It was like every time it would go in, it would just close.
We've all been there.
A locker room?
At the high school.
Y'all couldn't have went to like a hotel, even a car?
I mean, it could have been in the car, but I was like, I don't want to you in your car.
I don't want to fuck you in your car. Let's go to the locker room.
Makes total sense.
You were there?
Yeah, I was sitting over to the side.
Wait, so you went back to after you fucked the nigga?
I went back to then I went back to a man.
Back to me.
You fucked the dude and then stole all his weed.
I left an important detail. He like told me like some random excuse to leave me in the middle of the night, and so I felt like I deserved like a little bit of reparations.
What would you rate the experience?
Like a 2 out of 10. I would say like a 3 out of 10.
As good as it could be, maybe like a 6.
-10. The experience out of 10, maybe like a 7. I've had a lot better since then.
What would you rate the experience?
I mean, like now, 4 out of 10.
How was the wood sex?
7. It was a 10 out of 10. It was great. I mean, I had to rate the experience a 10. I would rate the experience, honestly, like 7 or 8. It wasn't bad. I mean, I give like a 6, 7. I'm not gonna speak on it because I don't want to like put nobody out there, right? But you know who you are if you see this. Work on your stroke game, baby. Damn. He was really awkward. Didn't really know what to do.
If he was awkward, why'd you fuck him?
I was really drunk.
The condom was inside out. That was painful.
Was he a virgin too?
Yeah. I was pretty nervous, to be fair.
Looking back on it, not super romantic, but at the time I was like, wow, he really loves me. Not at all.
At first, I'm not gonna lie, I started crying because I was like, I cannot believe I did that so late in my life.
Was it a cry of regret or a cry of happiness?
I would say both.
How was the experience?
Now knowing what sex is like, subpar. At the time, it was a good time.
Oh, I'm trying to be nice. It wasn't the experience.
Have you noticed that overwhelming majority, either first time or even subsequent times, they all claim sex is bad, right? This is very common when you hear the quote modern empowered women talk about the dating game and Tinder and hookup culture. All of them say hookup culture sucks. It doesn't even benefit women. The sex is so trash. They're racking up bodies with guys who have horrible stroke game. Yet they constantly indulge in it. Isn't that nuts? They indulge in something that brings them no pleasure. Literally no pleasure, apparently. It's still men's faults, though.
Experience I was hoping for.
I have one thing to say, though. I wish it was with you.
Would y'all change anything about the way you lost your virginity?
100%.
Yes, 1000%.
See?
No.
Regret.
I would have waited 100%.
No.
Yes, I would change a lot.
If you could, would you change anything about that?
No, it is what it is. It happened for a reason. It is what it is.
Would you change anything about it?
Nothing. Totally. Absolutely.
100%.
0%. No.
No, I feel like everyone needs that like awkward experience, and like it was with a person that I liked a lot.
What about you? I mean, yeah.
I would do it differently.
No.
Ouch.
I dated the man for 4 years after that.
I dated him for like 2.5 after that.
Oh, 100%. Someone else, please.
No, I think it was a good experience. No, not at all.
Nothing.
Not at all.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's whatever. I don't care anymore.
Absolutely not. That's a fantastic story.
What would you change?
Everything. The person. The person and just how.
What would you change about it?
The person, the timing, the whole thing.
I feel like it would have been better with someone that I didn't know so well.
What would you change?
Make that make sense. Did you hear that? She thinks sex would have been better with someone she didn't know as well. How are they being convinced of this? Women need to open up to men. They need to be in, they have to have the emotional, the mental connection. Her brain is telling her, I wish it was somebody I didn't know. Bruh. What are they teaching these girls?
Change about it.
Probably the location.
In the bed?
Yeah.
Actually, just kidding. No, I wouldn't. How bad it was taught me what I should want and should expect.
Wouldn't change the person?
Maybe because he cheated on me like after that, so.
Not doing it in a car parking lot because he couldn't finish because there's a lot of people there.
What would you change?
It actually being enjoyable for me?
You wouldn't, like, not steal the weed?
No, not at all.
What I would change, it would be with you.
Okay.
It'd be right here on this concrete gummed floor.
Oh, bet.
And it would be with this camera on and this microphone attached to my clit.
Now I'm gonna sign this.
You trying to make a sex tape?
Oh wait, I guess, yeah, sorry.
Okay, bet. Like, how much money do you think we make for that?
It would be definitely around the like 5 to 10 million if it was us.
Well, let me get your number, and we should probably make that happen.
Yeah, let's get
All right,
that
bet.
going.
Was it bad?
It was
Are you kidding me?
the worst experience of my life.
We need to, come on, we need the juice.
I swear to God, it's too much juice for you. There's no way I can expose that. I'm so sorry.
You're literally just digging a bigger hole. Can I ask you? What are
Go
you
ahead.
moving for?
This is my job.
For what? Who do you work for?
Myself.
Okay, nice.
Was there anything y'all want to say to like other virgins out there?
Stay strong.
Yeah,
It'll be your time soon.
Waiting, your time will come.
Wait, is she actually a virgin or is she capping?
I literally have no idea.
Are y'all not?
He literally just met.
Yeah, I believe anything you say. I love you and I believe you. But
You just met her tonight.
The hive mind.
we're vibes.
We're best friends already.
Why do girls pass out the love word so easily? What made you wait so long?
I just feel like I just like waited to see like who was the right person for me and like who I felt like was the right connection.
I did the same thing, but it wasn't the right person. So like,
Well, it wasn't for me either. It's okay.
were there animals out there and shit, or like what?
It was like in New York, so no. You see what they just did, bro? You see what's going
You know,
on?
a woman voted against it too.
A woman, a white woman. You're a black man, right? You're a black man, right? You see that it's a race war. It's a race war. Cut the script.
We are so off topic. All right.
White women
What?
is the top of abortions. They hide the fact. It's a race war.
That is a fact.
They don't want us to take over. They don't want black people, black women to take over. White women are getting the most abortions. So it has a lot to do with everything.
You're saying they did that so white women could.
So white women can stop killing their springs.
I believe that.
They want the white woman to not get abortions.
Their springs? It's off springs. But I gotta put it on.
I lost it on a carnival ride.
You're fucking lying.
No, I'm straight up.
On God.
My name is Emily. I lost my virginity on a carnival ride.
Okay. Oh my gosh, you snorting and shit. Where was the carnival ride at?
It was at
You're lying. I already know you're lying.
What's that place? I'm not from San Diego. What's that place down the road?
If you're not from San Diego, then how did you lose your virginity here?
I'm 17.
How did you first lose your virginity?
What?
What about you? Where the hell you go? She tried to sneak out of here. That's crazy. Is there anything you want to say to the world right now to wrap this up?
Hey, everybody just needs to live life and be happy. That's all.
Horrible experience. Sexual abuse is it's a thing. Even if you have a partner and you say no, no means no. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Oh, that's really bad. What would you change about that?
That experience?
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what? We were in a relationship. I was raised in a church background, church home. It was my own journey with Christ. When I save myself for marriage, I'm still on that journey, even though I'm not with him anymore. But I would definitely, I would tell the authorities and my mom. I didn't tell her for about 2 years, so I would definitely change that. And I should have beat his ass.
Did you feel like right after it happened, it was sexual?
It was a state of shock, and I felt my own guilt because I was his partner, and we did agree to wait until marriage. But he wasn't on that kind of time. He wasn't even a virgin, okay? Even though I said no and he still, went about it and forced me to do it. It was like, he's my boyfriend. I'm not about to be with anybody else, so I should be with him. But that's not actually how it goes.
So you kind of feel like your virginity was taken from you?
I mean, yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's all good. God is good,
100% follow that message, get consent. Yeah, be very careful, dude. Some guys do force themselves. And if you're going to date a chick that makes you wait like that, don't play that asshole card. Not a good move. And again, this is a guy that got away with it because she said she didn't even tell somebody for 2 years, which I've had conversations with women I've dated before too. When, that stuff happens, they kind of freeze, unfortunately. And they're scared to say no. And this is what they talk about. You can say she's lying or not, but I've talked to a couple women and this has happened to them. And it's like a paralyzing thing because they're smaller, dude. You got to think about it. Women can't fight a guy off, and it's in a very intimate, secluded place, most likely. So that's just an unfortunate reality of the world.